take y'all into my domain. I'm gonna show you, you know, what I use to make my productions, what I work on. I'm gonna take the camera into the screen so you can actually see the computer and the programs while they're working, and what I'm doing, and the instruments that I use to make the creation. Just check it out. It's a beat that I made. It's called Call Me Whatever. Don't ask me why I named it that, but check it out. Alright, so that's pretty much everything, together, orchestrated as one, but how does it sound? Like, how did I put it together? Well, for this particular beat, this particular piece, I started off with the melody. I just kind of liked the sound, so I just fiddled around with it and came up with this real quick. Let me take the drums out. So what you do is, I get a melody or something, and I just repeat that, over and over and over. And then sometimes I get a drum line in my head, but then sometimes I just go to the drum machine to mess around. So this is the drum machine that I use right here. It's called the Reed drum. I got libraries and libraries of sounds, man. All kind of sounds, things that I use. So it's so many. I got so many that I've been doing this for years, and there's folders on here that I haven't even checked out yet. So every time I get on the computer, it's just fun to explore, and go through things and check out the sounds and stuff. But for this particular beat right here, I came up with the the snares, but I usually start off with the kicks first. So let's see what we got. Or sometimes I play them both together. I think for this one I just played them both together, but I start off with the main drums first, which is the kick and the snares. Let's take this out real quick. YouTube. There we go. Alright, now we should be able to hear just the kick and the drums right now. See, but what I do is I play the melody along with it, it gets vibe out with the drums, add the melody in, like this. Oh shit, no. I'm fucking up. Alright, there we go. So now we got the drums with the melody. Alright. So that's pretty much the basic, the base of the beat or whatever. But like, what are you gonna add to it to really bring it out to make it sound more, official? So you throw your hi-hats in there and your little extra stuff, just to fill it in a little bit. So I wanted to keep it simple. So I just do the little hi-hat in there, nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? Add that together. But you don't want it to sound too bland, So you gotta add something else into it to pique interest. So for this one, it took me a while because I really didn't know which way I wanted to go with this beat or how I was going to do it. But like the drums usually predict, which way the track is going to go. So if like these drums here are kind of like trappish, down south trappish, So you want to do something that kind of complements that. And like from living down south, like at the time that I lived there, the pizzicatos or the strings or, those types of instruments were cool back then. And that kind of took me back to that time. So I added those in right here. So I just went to the pizzicatos and played around with them. Came up with that. So pretty much, you want to, extend the length of the beat. So, you extended a couple of verses, 16 bars or whatever. But during the verse, you want to add little things in to, make it interesting. So I added a couple of strings on top of the pizzicatos on one of the, or in the middle of the verse, which you'll hear right here. I'll solo it for you too, just in case you don't hear it in the back. See these right here. There's something to go with, Let it play. Then you just want to do something different right here. Which the only thing I did was just move the synthesizer from this combinator up to the pizzicatos, and it pretty much just plays the same melody. The way this drop right here is hard. Right, Jen? Right here. Yeah. So that's how I do it right there, These, the racks I use, and I play everything by hand. Majority of the time I try and play it by hand because I think it's cheating, to use the, I cheat sometimes, I'm in here, so sometimes I get bored and I mess around with the, with the sequences and stuff like that, but the majority of the time I like to play it out. And that's about it, man. Make sure you check me out on YouTube, NICEMUZIKK, that's NICEMUZIKK. SoundCloud, same thing, NICEMUZIKK, that's on SoundCloud. Reverb Nation, NICEMUZIKK. You can hit me on Instagram, IB_Nice. On Facebook, just put in IB_Nice, and you'll find me. And on Twitter too, NICEMUZIKK, man. You're all ready. To the next one. All right.